Hey guys, welcome back. Rarely does somebody walk into my cigar shop from a brand and give me a cigar that I've never heard of and then ask me to review it right now on video. Get ready for Luciano's new drop, all next on the Zeal Cigar Review. Well, this is Ed Reed. Well, not Ed Reed, but Ed Trevino, okay? Ed Trevino, tell him your job and who you are in the Luciano atmosphere. Go ahead.
Dude, I'm just some dude that loves cigars, makes cigars, and gets cigars out there. So I just like people that like cigars. You like cigars. I was in the neighborhood. I'm like, let's bring him a cigar.
All right, all right.
So that's what's up. But really, I guess technically my title is Vice President of Sales with Luciano's Cigars. So we are basically a company that manufactures our own cigars from our own factories and our own fields in Nicaragua. And then we have a sales team in the U.S. that I run, and we try to get them out here into stores and help people to have great experiences having cigars.
So you are a vertically integrated cigar company.
Yeah.
Vertically integrated. I just want to sound like I'm smart, like I was in college.
That is very smart. I use seed to smoke still.
Seed to smoke, because there's elementary people in the industry.
I'm a simple man.
I am too, and I love the Lord. But here's the reality. He brought me a new cigar. He's going to explain the cigar for you. I'm going to show you the cigar real quick. Boom, right here. This is called the Tiago or Tiago. Depending if you say potato or potato, it's Tiago or Tiago. And it says the family.
What does this say? I want to hear you pronounce this.
Familia Elegaria. Familia Elegaria.
It sounded Harry Potter-ish right there.
Familia Elegaria. Familia Elegaria. Yeah. I'm not sure. How do you say it?
It's Familia Elegida.
Familia Elegida.
What it means basically is chosen family. So Tiago is actually a partner of ours in the business.
Okay.
Tiago Splitter, he's an NBA All-Star. Just a really good dude. He's a coach for the Rockets right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess they just got bumped out of the little tournament they got going on. Sorry,
what's up with the mid-season tournament? What is that about?
I have any idea.
Is basketball that boring? You need a mid-season tournament?
Dude, I don't know what happened, but I know my team is in, so that's good.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Who's your team?
Sacramento Kings.
Oh, the King. Oh, Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox, dude, he's a beast. Swiper.
I'm a homeboy.
But anyway,
I'm a homeboy. Phoenix, Arizona. Dude.
Tiago.
Okay, tell me Tiago. Yeah,
basically, Tiago being as though he's not blood necessarily with Luciano, but chosen family.
Okay.
We are very, very close. It's all about people with us. We're just really close and connected with everybody that's in our group. We don't want people that necessarily we don't want around.
Right.
You want chosen family. Some people that are almost thicker than blood in a lot of ways. And Tiago's one of those guys for us for sure, and that's why it's called Familia Elegida Tiago.
So Ed is a brother from another mother. Ed and I have known each other since I've been in the industry, right?
A long time.
I got in the industry 2015. Yep. Almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. My goodness, many moons ago. Knew nothing about tobacco, nothing about anything. And Ed was one of the first guys I met. His beard impressed me. It was longer than mine. It was more glorious than mine. So obviously I listened to what I say. But with that said, I don't usually smoke a lot of Habanos, but Ed is swearing to me I'm going to love this cigar.
Dude.
He said no matter what happens, you're going to love it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him the truth. But first I got to cut light in.
Smoke.
I love doing that to people.
Is that it?
Yeah, you said smoke. You said smoke. You get it right.
That's what I would do.
I know. Do it again. I'll do it again. You go right on the cue. Ready? You ready? Cut light in.
Smoke.
Yeah, that was closer. Let's try one more time.
Go quicker?
Yeah, you can go quicker.
Okay.
Cut light in. Smoke. That was pretty good. That was really good. You did it good.
I'm learning.
All right, so let me cut this thing up.
So while you're lighting that, I want to tell you something cool about that.
Okay, go for it.
First of all, you'll see on the cigar there, the foot is actually exposed. It's not really a shaggy foot, but it's an exposed foot there. And the purpose of that is that on the side there, you'll see the wrapper will stop before it, because as you first light the cigar, it gives you kind of an opening of your palate. It gives you kind of a open flavor to the cigar. So you can kind of taste what the fillers and the binder are doing to the cigar.
Okay.
And then that Habano just kind of wraps it in a nice, warm, wonderful, tasty hug as you get to that binder. So most cigars, as you light them, there'll be a little sharpness right up at the front when you first light it.
Sure.
Not the case here, and that's part of the reason.
In the last 2 or 3 videos I've dropped, I've talked about how recently I've been smoking cigars in the morning, and I always get a sharp pepper taste.
Yep.
And so what I'm hearing now is that I won't have as much or none with this one.
Correct.
That is the claim that you're making.
That's it. Let's see what happens.
All right, dude. Here we go.
I'm not worried.
That's a bold claim. That's a bold claim.
Especially to dude who like senses pepper right away. I'm not scared though.
Okay. I'm not scared. I'm just telling you. One of the things about Ed that you don't know is the kind of bike that he does ride. And Ed, you brought your bike in to get new tires on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did some work down the road here. Got some new tires on the motorcycle, and I ride a 2004 Honda Rune. It's a pretty limited bike, not a lot of them out there.
Amazing.
It's just super cool, and I know Bradley is just such a huge bike guy, and there's always bikes in front of the store, so I was like, man, I gotta just roll in and have a cigar real quick and put another bike in the front of the store, so it's beautiful.
I'm gonna show you some B-roll. You guys can see all that and everything like that. It is absolutely astounding. It is the one bike that anybody who's a cruiser fan knows is very, very limited and rare.
Yeah.
And then when you finally see one up close, it's more glorious than you could ever imagine. So of all street bikes that I've ever seen, including choppers and shows and everything else like that, this is probably the best bike I've ever seen in my entire life. It's gorgeous, and it's cool, and it's big, and it's low, and it's...
I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it in 2004 when they released the thing, right? 20 years ago now. And my wife, at the time, I told her, I was like, one day this will be in the garage. And then, a little while back, found one about 7 miles from my house, sent it to my wife, and she's like, you better go buy that right now. So it's super cool. We went and picked that up, and now it's in the garage, and getting everything kind of taken care of. It's kind of a showpiece, so a lot of people will buy these and store them and hold on to them. But man, it needed new tires. I took off 20-year-old tires off this thing, man. So
I can't believe you rode it down there on the 20-year-old tires.
I was like going all slow, and I'm like scared. I'm trying to be cool, but don't do nothing fast. How's that pepper note?
So real quick. He's 1,000% right. There's not a lot of pepper at all. Just so you know, he's absolutely right. Yeah. So. Really nutty at the very beginning, very nutty at the very beginning, but I'm now just getting into the wrapper, so I'm really curious what that's going to produce at this point. What are some of the notes off this that are supposed to be produced? I mean, it does have a little bit of pepper, not maybe 2 or 3 if that.
Yeah. So it's a Habano leaf. You're going to get kind of a little bit of that sweetness, but a little bit of that leatheriness too. So you have a little simple syrup kind of back before it, and then you'll have that kind of like natural, earthy, kind of almost nutty, some people call it. Kind of hazelnut kind of flavor to it right underneath, but it's super dynamic because you got a touch of sweetness back in there, lots of complexity.
As you said that, and I don't know if this is the brain. I don't know if this is like magic. I don't know if Ed's beard is part wizard. I don't know. All I am saying is, as you said, simple syrup and hazelnut. That's immediately what I tasted.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy. So it is a nice spice. It's not overpowering whatsoever. I'd say that the spice is probably from a 2 to 3 on the first initial light. Kind of kicked up to about a 4 on the wrapper when the wrapper hit.
Yep.
But that hazelnut, that sweet syrupy.
Mm-hmm. Did you see how that, when the wrapper hits, it's actually a totally different smoking experience right away. So it warms your palate up, brightens it up so that you're ready for the flavor that Habano is going to put in there. So it's a really cool smoking experience. It's very different.
This is stupid good.
Yeah.
This is really, really good.
And it's a Habano.
Yeah. I'm usually a Maduro guy. You're more Maduro guy sometimes. You're a Habano guy.
I think is that a commentary on my color?
I'm not sure.
Is that what you're saying?
You had to go racist with
me. I'm more of a Habano Corojo kind of guy.
Am I Connecticut?
Maybe a little more Connecticut. maybe a little more. But it's good. We're all getting along.
I will tell you this. It's fantastically complex. It is really rich, very rich with the sweet and the pepper on there. It's very good.
Yeah,
and Luciano he can't make bad cigars.
Dude, I mean,
except let's talk about something.
Okay, I'm down.
Let's talk about something. See, what has happened?
What's on my hat right now?
What's happened? I know. What's happened is there's been some times I smoked a cigar that Ed gave me, and I didn't quite agree with the rating on the cigar. But Ed, when he asked what's one of his favorite cigars, just look at his hat. I'm going to zoom in. Look at that hat right there. That's one of the favorite. There we go.
Okay. Oh, what's going on here?
So the fact of the matter is, I went back and I smoked that cigar multiple times, and each time it's gotten better. I don't understand why it gets better than the first time I did, but it goes to show you that you could actually smoke a cigar in different sizes and get completely different.
One of the greatest things about the Foreign Affair is that when Bradley first smoked it, and he's like, I'm not feeling this cigar so much, right? And then he does his review, says, Luciano makes great cigars. Yeah, this one, I don't know, right? And I'm like, are you serious right now? I'm watching this video. I was at some airport somewhere. And then the next day, we come out with the ratings from Cigar Aficionado. 91 to 93, every Vitola in that blend. 92 for a vertical tasting on that brand. And so what do? I just screenshot it and sent it to Bradley.
He just starts spamming my message.
Here you go, buddy.
Ding, ding,
some light
ding,
reading.
ding.
But that's all right. What's cool about cigars is that everyone has a different flavor profile. Things will hit you differently, different times of day, different things you smoke, different you drink, eat. All those things will come into play, but we're excited about the rating on Foreign Affair.
One of the things, and Foreign Affair, by all intents and purposes, is a great cigar. This right here, if we're talking Foreign Affair, we're talking a little more complexity on the spice and the level for sure. That sweetness it stays throughout the whole cigar.
It's crazy, dude.
It really is. I mean, and
it's a clean sweetness. It's not like you got this like berries or some weird stuff like that. Or honey even. It's just this clean, simple syrup kind of sweetness.
A little woody, a little nutty, but that spice is okay. I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna hurt at first, but the more you listen, the more it'll make sense.
Can't hurt me. Can't hurt me. I'm made of steel.
It is made of steel. So my father's always had that spice on there, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But it's more pronounced in this than like my father's. My father's all have like a little hint of spice in it.
Yep.
This has like an all set apart, stronger version of that. Like not strong in the sense of like pepper, but strong in the sense of like pronouncement of the spice, which is really, really good. Man, this is
Luciano Cigars. One of the key words two words I always describe all of the cigars he makes. One of them is dynamic. So I think that's kind of what you're talking about right here, is that the flavors that are there aren't just subtly there. They're actually a dynamic flavor, and you have various ones in there. It's really the complexity that you get from stuff is just crazy. So I love that term dynamic for what we do. And then I also love clean. So as you smoke this cigar, it's not coating the palate, it's not taxing on the palate. You could smoke one of these even as fast as you smoke, and then you can be like, I want another one. Let me get in here and smoke another one of these right after, because you don't need to look for a different flavor. You want to still keep that great flavor because it's so clean on the palate, and you can smoke multiples.
What's the sizes in this?
Corona Gorda and Toro. That's it.
Okay, Corona Gorda and Toro. So Corona being like the short little one, and then
this is the Corona Gorda.
Oh, the Corona Gorda. Yep. I thought you said like Corona Gorda. Okay, Corona Gorda, which is what? Like, it looks like 48 by 52? Or 40, not 48, sorry. No. 6 by 48? Is that what that is?
Close.
6 by 50? 6 by 49?
Oh, go. Is it that thick, you think?
Maybe I'd say 46.
5.5/8 46.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I'm my millimeters are off.
Yep.
And then a Toro and a
it's like
Gordo?
a 6 1/4 52 or something like that.
Okay.
So just the Toro and just this one. The only two cigars. Corona Gorda and Toro. Since, we've moved through, we've got new bands and everything, the new Familia Elegida name is on there because we just wanted to honor that relationship and do that. So this is a cigar that we've had released in the past from our brand, but not under the Tiago or the Familia Elegida name. So same cigar, it's just great. We want to honor Tiago, and he's such an integral part of what we do. And we all have those family members that we just choose and love and wish they were blood.
Oh yeah,
and that's where we're at.
Do you wish I was blood? Is that what you're trying to say?
I do, man.
See,
it's like
it's the beard. The beard sells it, guys.
Just an amazing man.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
Don't stop.
Well, guys, I'm going to come back here in a little bit with Ed, and I'm going to tell you how this thing's finishing up. So we're going to hit the pause button real quick, and we'll be right back. I was going to start, but people are opening the door, and they can hear our conversation. It's private. It's between us. Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Not even you guys.
Not even anyone on the interwebs.
Interwebs?
Interwebs.
You're old, dude.
I'm old.
You are old. How old are you?
47, almost 8.
Oh, I'm 40. I'm older than you are.
Well,
I know. I never say interwebs.
Interwebs.
I'm sure somebody could pull that up where I've said interwebs.
Amazon machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use all those. I'm an old soul. Started smoking cigars at 18. Never looked back.
I didn't smoke my first cigar probably until I was 20. I think it's probably 21.
18th birthday.
Yeah, 18th birthday you did?
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome.
It'll be 30 years in the cigar industry actually for me in January.
That's great. You gonna take a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, go take a picture so we get a. Let's pretend like we're walking. Yeah.
How many pictures do we need?
Well, guys, we're back, and I am obviously at the very, very end of this. How do you pronounce it again?
Tiago.
The Tiago. The Tiago. I can't even say the second part of it.
Familia Elegida.
The Familia Elegida. Did I get it right?
Good work.
Look at me. Look at me. Learning my Espanol. So I'll say this about the cigar. First, I'm very, very pleasantly surprised that it's a Habano that I really, really liked. The spice is permanent throughout it. It does level off quite a bit at the very end. And you got lots of nuts and woody notes on there with some nice cream and sweetness all the way through. It still has flavor at this much part of the cigar. That still has flavor in it. Most of the time when I get this close to burning my fingers, most of the flavor's gone.
You're chucking it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. But this, I'm still smoking them. I've been smoking the whole time. So these are great. What's the MSRP on these?
So this should be right around that $9.50 to $10.50 range, I think that is.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say this real quick. Smoke score, it's a 9.5. A 9.5 for me. Okay, value score, can I get better? First, I don't smoke Habano. I don't smoke a whole lot of Habanos. I just don't. Just don't do that. It's got to be a 9. It's got to be a 9, dude. It's a 9. Solid 9. Great. Solid 9 for a value score. Because, one, if you get this and you don't smoke Habanos, you're going to start smoking more Habanos, okay? Right. Particularly these. And if you continue to, like, smoke these, I can imagine, like, that sweet hazelnut, that sweet, I almost wanted to say, I didn't want to say it, but I did want to say it. Syrupy.
Here we go.
Syrupy. Like that syrup, almost like, not maple, but because when you say hazelnut, that comes out more.
Simple syrup.
Yeah. Is that that's what? Yeah, I don't know simple syrup. I know
simple syrup. You know, put in your old fashions.
I don't put no.
Hey, you don't drink old fashions?
No, not really.
You're such a young man.
I am a young man. 49 years young. So, well, guys, drop a comment below if you've ever had this cigar before. Please do that. And if you don't know anything about Luciano, hit Ed up on his personal cell phone number, which I'm going to put down here, so you guys can all do that.
Let's do it. Let's go.
But I want to thank Ed so much for stopping by the Zeal Cigar Review today. Thank you so much, brother.
Man,
really
totally.
appreciate you,
love
man.
It. Thank
You're
you.
Awesome.
Always love being in here with these guys. Always love. Bradley and I go way back. So, man, this is just great. So, thank you so much for just like taking some time when I just roll in out of nowhere.
I know, right?
And let's go, man. This is great.
Absolutely.
Good people in this business, man. You're one of them for sure. Thank you,
brother. I appreciate that. Hey, with all that said, guys, I've been Bradley. He's been Ed.
It's true.
This has been Zeal Cigar Review, and we're out of here like last year. Peace.